Hey guys, welcome back. Sport Aficionado. If there's a Ford in need, I'm the man indeed. I'll find them, I'll fix them, I'll love them, and I'll most certainly drive the shit out of them. Welcome back, guys. As you can see here, bought a new tool. This is the CSCRI impact wrench. I bought it on Amazon, 80 bucks. One day delivery, came the next day. And if you're a DIY do-it-yourselfer like me, you don't trust going to a mechanic and being charged $150 an hour up to have them work on your car. Learn to do it yourself. It's not that big a deal. Like I said, I bought this impact on Amazon, 80 bucks, came the next day, and I've heard a lot of great things about this impact. As you can see, it comes with all sorts. Here's your instructions. Who really needs instructions? We're not building a house. We're not building a damn chicken coop. You got your impact. Now, I really like this impact. It's good weight to it. It's probably 5 pounds. And it's a brushless lithium battery impact wrench. The modes. So I've been watching plenty of videos. Several mechanics have this impact wrench, and I wanted to try it out. They seem to have a lot of great luck with it, so I bought one. Now, you get the impact wrench, you get your charger, you get two 21 volt 4 amp hour lithium ion batteries, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sockets, impact sockets, ranging from sizes 14, 17, 22, 17, 18, 21, 14, 17, 18, 19, 21, and 22. 6 impact sockets. And under here, you've got several little pins with O-rings. And I was looking at this thing the other night going, what the hell are these for? Who needs these? And then I figured it out. I went to test out one of the sockets. Take the socket, put it on there. Come on, baby. Put it on there. And they're supposed to slap on and not be able to come off. You can see I can pull it right off. There's no little locking mechanism to hold the socket in place. Well, that's what those pins are for right there. Watch this. You take a little pin here and the O-ring, get it out, and what you do is you take your impact, you take your socket, so it's lined up. Okay, where is it? Right there. Gonna work it on there real easily. There you go. As you can see, there's a hole in the socket, lines up with the hole in the impact shaft. Now, you take your little dowel here and you stick it right in that hole. Stick it in the hole, just like so. You see it's in there all the way. And then there's a little groove right there. That's where the O-ring goes. You take the O-ring, kind of got to work it over. Just like, oh, come on, you filthy O-ring. Gotta stretch it on there, because me doing it, it's kind of a difficult pain to do it one-handed. I've really only got one hand, but slide the O-ring over the socket just like that. Now it's over the socket. Slip it down into the groove, over the groove, just like that. Now, sit there and pull on it all day. It's not going to come off. Pull on it all day, the dowel's in there. So that's what those little dowels are for, and the O-rings. Different size for, I want to say different size for the different size sockets. Impact sockets, but whoops. Make sure you don't lose these things. Because if you don't have a concrete shop like I do and you're working in your yard, you lose one of these. Good luck finding it. Unless you got a magnet on a stick. But that's what those metal dowels are for. So let's see. You get like 3 or 4 of them. And they're all the same size. So remember not to lose these dowels and O-rings. Like I said, good luck finding them. If you're like me, surrounded by grass and dirt and you don't have a concrete shop. Goes right in the bag, along with the O-ring, right in the bag. Come on, baby. Go in there. There you go. Tell you one thing, I had a rough day at work yesterday. This pollen, I've never had an issue with pollen. Yesterday, I can't breathe. My head feels all cloudy. Anyway, so that's what the O-ring, metal dowel O-rings are for, and O-rings are for. So, also, almost forgot, you do have a extension. You have your, I believe this is either a 4 or a 6-inch extension. And going back to the impact, you have various modes right here. You got high, medium, and low. And I'll show you here. Get one of your batteries. Might help if I turn it around. One of your batteries. And as you can see, you've got it's on high now, medium, and low. So go back to high. That's full throttle, full speed. Go to medium. And low. So there's your various modes. I can't remember. I believe it said it has up to 4,800 foot-pounds of torque. So this impact will get off just about any lug nuts you've got. And just like any other air impact, whether it be air impact, battery impact, forward, you got forward this way, flip it over, push it in, and that's reverse. Like I said, I know a guy on YouTube channels I watch all the time. He was sent this impact, one of these impacts, just like this. And he's been using it for going on 3 years now. Hadn't had a lick of problem out of it. But, trying to see. Like I said, who needs instructions? But if you're like me, a DIY do-it-yourselfer, you don't trust other mechanics, and want to make sure it's done right, you cannot beat one of these cordless lithium-ion impact wrenches. You can't beat it. Now, here's a funny story. I have another impact wrench, a DeWalt, that I got for Christmas about 3 years ago. I only got the tool. It came with a tool only for 99 bucks. Those DeWalt batteries are so expensive, the lithium-ion DeWalt batteries. I have the regular 20-volt batteries with the, I think it's 2 amp hour, and I needed a 4 amp hour. I tried to use that DeWalt impact wrench to take the lugs off of my other Expedition, Frankie, and it would not do it. Not with that DeWalt. The battery wasn't big enough. It wouldn't take the lugs off, and so I said, well, so much for that. I'm not spending between $180 and $350 for two 4 amp hour DeWalt lithium-ion batteries. If you go to Lowe's, if you go to Home Depot, that's what they're ranging, because I've checked. Those DeWalt lithium-ion batteries are between $180 and $350 for I believe it was two in a pack. I said, I'm not spending that kind of money. Now this was years ago before they even came out with this CSCRI cordless impact. This is about four times cheaper than that DeWalt was, and you get 2 batteries, 6 sockets, an extension, your battery charger, and for 99 bucks with the DeWalt, you only got the impact driver itself. No battery, no charger, no nothing, just the tool. And for 80 bucks, you get with the CSCRI, you get the impact wrench, 2 batteries, 6 sockets, a charger, and an extension for 80 bucks. You cannot beat that. You can't beat it. Now, I have yet to try this thing out to rotate my tires, brake pads, things like that. But I'm not doubting its ability. Like I said, I know a mechanic on YouTube. He has the same impact wrench. He uses it for brake pads, removing tires, installing tires. He's had it for about 3 years now. I haven't had a lick problem out of it. He loves it. And like I said, if you're rotating your tires, removing your tires, fixing a flat tire, changing a flat tire, replacing the brake pads, having trouble getting the bolt off, an impact wrench is what you need. It's better than spending 2 hours on a brake job with just common hand tools, a socket and a wrench, and beating, banging your hands, cutting your hands. And you got an impact wrench right there that you can zip off and on, away you go. No problem at all. So I'm going to be trying this thing out for myself here in the next little while, probably the next week or so when I get the next chance. I can't rotate my own tires yet because I still need to save up the money to buy me 2 more floor jacks. I've got 1. I need 2 more to be able to do my rotations myself without a second person. So, but I want to come on here and give y'all this review of this, even though I hadn't tried it yet. Like I said, I know another person's got one. They hadn't had any problems out of it in 3 years. But I think this is going to, I'm confident this is going to be able to help me rotate my tires, replace my brake pads, shock absorbers, what have you, I have seen, everybody knows me, knows I work at Walmart. I have seen cars come in. I want a tire rotation. Okay. Get on the lift, grab the impact, start taking the tires off. They won't come off. Won't come off. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I have to let the car back down on the ground and go to each and every lug with a socket and a breaker bar and a piece of long pipe and break them by hand, each and every one of them on all 4 wheels, because somebody over torqued them with the impact and screwed up the job more or less. And there's times I get them trying to break them by hand, and they'll start to come off, And at the last second, right when I think the lug's about to come off, snap. The stud breaks off with it. So shit. When you're removing and installing tires on your vehicle, do not want to put them back on with an impact. You want to use a torque wrench. Once you get the wheel on, start the lugs by hand, run them all the way up until you can't tighten them no more. All 4 wheels. Let the vehicle down on the ground and use a torque wrench. That's something else I gotta invest in, a good digital torque wrench. The Craftsman ones that I want, it's about $200, a little over $200 I think. But it's digital, it's accurate, and that's the one I'm gonna get. But when you're replacing tires, removing tires, rotating tires, when you put the lugs back on, do not use an impact. Use a torque wrench. Run them up by hand till you can't turn them no more. Let the vehicle down. Torque them in a star pattern. Torque them in a star pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do what I always do and go back and check the one you just did, the first one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But torque them in a star pattern so the wheel seats evenly. You know you've got it torqued just right. It's not going to fall off from being too loose, and it's not going to be a pain to get off because you over-tightened it with an impact wrench. It's torqued to look up the torque setting for your wheels on your vehicle. Make sure you do it right. Torque the wheels. They'll never fall off, and they'll never be difficult to remove because you torqued them and you did the job right. But when you're torquing your wheels, you always want to do it in a star pattern. I see people all the time do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. You want to do it in a star pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way the wheel seats evenly. It's not going to be sitting on there cockeyed, and it'll come off easier next time. Whether you're rotating your tires or replacing brake pads. So there you have it, guys. So like I said, guys, stay tuned. I'll be testing out the CSCRI impact wrench for myself to see how well it really works. Rotate my own tires, replacing my own brake pads, etc. Don't go to a mechanic and spend $150 to $200 up an hour to work on your vehicle when you can easily do it yourself. Whether it be an oil change, replacing the brake pads, rotating your tires. If you want to save money and do the job right, do it yourself. Thanks for watching.